21st century Britain, we have it pretty easy. But by their own admission, modern-day celebrities have it easier than most.
I love oxygen treatments.
I want to find out how these celebrities will cope when stripped of their luxury lifestyles.
Absolutely beautiful.
And left to fend for themselves in the wild.
It's the glamour of showbiz.
I've abandoned 10 British celebrities on a remote desert island in the Pacific.
Where's that piss? Fish piss.
I have OCL, obsessive compulsive laziness.
Marooned in just the clothes they stand up in and with a handful of basic tools.
I just want to circumcise myself.
Oh my God, Mark! Mark, please do it!
Alone with 4 camera operators.
Hi, I'm Tom.
They will film everything themselves.
This is Josie Lang. I'm desperately trying not to flush my bum to you.
They'll only eat what they can hunt down.
I've got a fish!
Oh my God.
And kill.
Now I feel like an explorer.
Oh, that keeps going. This is proper real.
And deprived of all of the creature comforts
I haven't taken a shit since we've got here, which is slightly concerning.
they take for granted.
Positivity, positivity, positivity.
Will they have the determination
This is gonna hurt.
and the strength
We have no water. We have no water.
to survive?
We are so... We've been out here for hours and hours.
As part of this year's Stand Up to Cancer campaign, 10 celebrities have embarked on the toughest 2 weeks of their lives. They're all taking part for free and donating their fees to the charity.
My sister died of leukemia and my dad died of cancer. I know loads of people that have died of cancer, and it's crazy. It's the big C, isn't it? It's the big fear. So if I can do anything to help for that, that's great.
Since I dropped them on the island 4 days ago,
Oh! I honestly felt like we're in Jumanji.
they elected Dom Jolly as leader.
I was expelled from school, and look at this, huh? Running my own country now.
They've made fire
Oh my God!
and discovered a beach with a water source.
It's fresh water. That's fresh water.
But they've yet to relocate there from their temporary camp.
We'll leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Despite the promise of better times ahead,
My throat is cutting up.
the island has pushed pop star Aston to the brink.
I didn't expect it to be this hard.
It is pretty hardcore.
Oh no, it's fully hardcore.
It's the group's 5th morning on the island.
I'm so hungry right now, I could eat Josie's bar. Juicy.
I'd settle for a coconut.
They said 3 gives you diarrhea, doesn't it?
At the moment, I need diarrhea.
The celebrities have secured 2 basic survival tools. They've made fire and discovered a fresh water source. And that's definitely bought them a little bit of time. But they've hardly eaten anything. And the reality is they're getting weaker by the minute. And if they don't find food soon, what is a hard situation is going to become an awful lot worse.
Can we wear machetes? Who's wearing machetes?
The group's plan is to relocate to their new beach and water source as soon as possible.
Let's do this, team.
But before they can leave, Aston calls a meeting.
I just feel that I'm not being 100% myself in here, and I'm just quite miserable, to be honest. I came into this, I think, very naive, and I'm just gonna go hard. Is there anything any of us could do? How I'm feeling now. This isn't my environment. I'm better off in a studio writing songs and choreographing dance routines that may seem piss easy to a lot of people, but it's a different type of endurance, and it's something that I've trained myself for since I was like 15 years old.
I just want to be sure, like, Aston, is that your actual final decision?
Listen, I don't really want to do anything that I don't want to do.
We all want to leave, frankly. You know, I'm not enjoying this. I'm hating every second of it, but I'm going to try and hack it as long as I can. I really believe if you don't like stuff, just quit. Get out of there. Having said that, I've wanted to and I haven't, and I think Aston, a bit of a chicken.
What's up, man? Brother.
I'm devastated. I'm struggling myself and actually contemplated going to.
Presidente.
I feel like I'm a broken man.
You guys Have fun.
The rest of it's going to be a holiday. You're missing the best bit.
Love you guys.
Love you. Take care.
It's just heartbreaking because we're just in this position where we'll be able to get ourselves set up. It's not good if people go.
When one person quits, it really can just send morale crashing. And the danger is that others then follow. And in this situation, it's essential for the group to stay positive and concentrate on the basic survival priorities: water, shelter, food.
Marvin would have hacked it. Right, without putting too fine a point on it, we need to crack on.
Yeah, let's go.
Having been delayed by Aston's departure, leader Dom wants the group to set off for their new home as soon as possible.
Look out.
Got it.
We're not far off, you know.
One of these termite things burn for ages. There's a huge one in the tree, but I reckon we can carry the fire in it to where we're going next.
The sun's
3,
in my eyes.
2, 1.
Yes! Termites down.
Woo! The fire will be essential for purifying water once they reach their new camp.
Yeah. You're carrying a fucking lit termite mound through the jungle. How cool is that?
Right, are we all ready and raring?
Mm-hmm.
No, can I sit down? I feel like I'm not breathing properly.
Just as the group are about to leave, former Blue Peter presenter Zoe has a wobble.
Are you okay? Can't really breathe properly. Oh, darling. Can you feel your heart going? Yeah, my heart's racing.
I mean, she's pretty thin anyway, so I just think it's really tough for her. I think she's having a really, really bad time.
Just breathe in and out an open mouth.
I'm quite worried about her, actually. This walk's not going to be good for her at all. She needs some food.
You'll find, darling, but just be careful today, all right?
After checking Zoe's vital signs, Dr. Dawn thinks she's fit to travel.
Do you want to carry that?
Oh, yeah, I'll do whatever,
I'll take the water. So.
As long as she doesn't overexert herself.
We are all knackered, starved and dehydrated.
Yeah.
If you start feeling a bit faint or dizzy, the best thing you can do for the team is to say that you need to stop.
Yeah. This is it. If termites don't work, we're in trouble.
It's moving day.
To relocate to their paradise beach and water source, the group must carry their kit across 2 kilometers of arduous jungle terrain.
Exhausting.
As president, I named this hill El Bastardo.
Dr. Dawn and cameraman Ali have taken responsibility for the group's most precious cargo.
Is that out now? It's not out, it's still an ember in there.
What we're going to have to do is just check this stick every few yards, because I dropped it because the stick broke. Let's go.
The quicker they can get to the new camp, the better their chances of saving the fire.
And we've got to wait for Zoe, guys, come on. Go on, Zoe.
How's Zoe?
She's very tired.
Already?
Yeah.
Do we think Zoe's going to be able to do this?
She'll have to.
It's so exhausting when you're already exhausted. You're just going to lie that just for a few minutes.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to have one little bit. Oh, snuggling, and then Zoe carries nothing.
No, that's quite easy to say. I'm fucking doing it. I'm not eating in 5 days.
I've had 2 drinks.
Just fucking nothing. I'm sorry, I can't fucking stand it.
Has that gone out?
Yeah, it looks like it has.
While waiting for Zoe, the group have lost one of their embers.
Dawn, you're our last hope at the moment.
You're the only fire left. I sense impending doom. Go on then, guys!
You're right, Zoe. How are you feeling about cracking on?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
It's now a race against time to save the remaining fire.
Avoid the middle of the gully because it's quite slippy and deep.
The group are more than halfway to their new beach.
I'm dubious about getting all the kit down here.
Cheers.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Who's down?
Joe's
Right there.
Shit. Oh my God, Joe.
Comedian Josie has fallen heavily while carrying a camera down the gully.
I just bashed my knee. It's so stupid. Right, I'm really sorry, but we've got to take loads and swap things because it's getting too much. People are getting exhausted. Zoe, you're going to have to take the camera for a bit.
Lydia, I'm very happy to.
Calm it
Please
down,
don't
guys.
ever think that I wasn't.
Calm it down.
Everyone's falling over and it's not fair. No one's offering to help.
Well, just to be very clear, I've offered the whole way. I think that you have a problem with me.
No, I don't have a problem.
Well,
It's
it
just,
sounds like you do.
but people are like exhausted and it's just...
Exactly, and I've offered the whole way.
I'm just saying that I never heard that. That's all I said is Zoe.
Well, I'm
would you be-
sorry that you didn't hear it, but I have said it.
Guys, we're all so knackered and we're all just hitting each other. Okay?
Exhausted.
I know. So let's just keep it nice. Tolerance.
I'm fuming. Fucking fuming.
Yeah.
Everyone all right? Okay, let's go.
How are you feeling?
Fuck.
I'd like to announce that you can hear the sea.
It's downhill all the way to Neverland.
2 hours after setting out, the exhausted group finally make it round the last section of headland.
Wow.
Oh my God. I love this place already.
Welcome to our garden, guys.
Wow. This is more what I was promised on the brochure.
Is this like your back garden in the Cotswolds?
This is very like the Cotswolds, actually. We suddenly turned up in what is pretty close to paradise. We've got 5 coves, beautiful beaches. We've got a lovely campsite here with really amazing trees and stuff. It's beautiful. Here we go, guys. Pray. Come on, fire. Yes.
Yeah.
Humble people. This will be our new capital.
Hooray!
Shit, that's hot. Fuck.
So positive now. Everyone's so happy that we found a camp. You know, it's perfect. We've got a lovely scenic view. Everyone's spirits and morale has just been lifted like that. I am feeling jubilated.
honestly considering packing in, and I'm not even afraid to admit that. And I really feel like we've turned the page, and it's only going to get better from here.
Fantastic.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Do you not fancy a swim, Mark?
No, it wasn't on the itinerary for me for today.
As the group celebrate their new camp, Mark is worried they've lost sight of the bigger picture.
We've had no food now for 4 days. There doesn't seem to be a priority for the basics. As long as you can have a swim, then everything's great. But if you haven't got, you know, food, shelter and water, the happiness isn't going to last very long, is it? I'd be starving.
When does the sun come up?
Morning. It's quite odd because every time I wake up and look down at Zoe, I think she's died in the night because she sleeps in the recovery position. We call it crouching tiger, hidden salmon. Oh God, just the idea of salmon. We shouldn't use that word. We shouldn't call her salmon, should we? Because she suddenly sounds edible.
It's the group's first morning in their new camp. They now have fire and a sustainable water supply.
This is what they call island tea. It's basically alligator urine and bug piss.
But they haven't eaten a single proper meal in 5 days.
I'm a guy who has about 5 meals a day.
My body has just never had this feeling of lack of energy. I'm in a mess.
Right, should we have this meeting? What do we think our priorities are today? I think it's food. Do we all agree with food?
Yes.
Is there any way we could order a pizza? Okay, so who's doing what?
Me, Tom and Joe are going to go fishing.
Well, we need yucca search as well.
We should get a yucca too. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Tom, how are you today?
I don't know.
Tom is really struggling. He's getting no body stores at all. You know, he started this journey with 5% body fat. I hate to think what he's got now. Tom, listen, I'm talking medically now. Your calorific requirement to function is completely different to mine. Partly you're a guy, but you're also
built like a
so lean, and muscle needs more calories than fat. So you need it.
I think it is going to get better, Tom, and we are going to get some food. We'll feed you up. Right, should we crack on?
Yeah.
The human body has evolved to cope with both feast and famine. So when there's no food, the body turns its own fat into the fuel. But once those stores of fat are gone, the body then starts to consume its own muscle, and those with the lowest fat reserves are hit the hardest first.
Ready, guys? Let's do it.
Having lost Aston yesterday, the group are determined to find food so they don't lose Tom as well.
Yucca, yucca, yucca. We're coming to get ya.
I've ensured the island has enough water, vegetation, and indigenous animals to keep them alive. But if they want to eat, they've got to find it, catch it, and kill it.
Ooh, little bugger. Hey! I got it.
There's got to be some big crabs around here.
I'm now in fishing mode. I'm a real, quite hardcore fisherman. I may wear pink and stuff, but actually I'm quite hardcore fisherman.
Despite being on his last legs, Tom's determined to join the group's efforts to find food.
If we come back with a bundle of fish today, I think I'll probably cry.
Okay, well, let's make you cry.
All right, let's do it.
Since I've stopped playing rugby, I've been doing a bit of modelling, underwear stuff. I've certainly done tougher jobs in the past. I've been through some pretty intense situations on the rugby field in my time, breaking my neck being one of them. But if the going's got tough, I've always been one to try and find a way out than just throw the towel in and think it's all over.
Scottish rugby player versus small snail. Snail wins. This is mortifying. Not for me, for you.
Yeah, but I've just got no energy. Throwing us up here.
Carbs, carbs, carbs.
In the jungle, Zoe and Karen are on the search for yucca.
Food is just crucial. We need it. End of story. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
The pair have stumbled across a turkey in the undergrowth.
What's the worst a turkey can do? Just bite me?
Yeah, it'll just
that's
be a bit
fine.
aggressive, but that's all it's going to do.
That's fine. All right, I'm going in, I'm going in.
If they can catch it, it will provide a much-needed meal for the entire group and vital calories for Tom.
Oh, no, he's going to jump.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Come here, my little turkey, turkey, turkey.
Oh, careful.
Where did they go?
Oh, we have to get this.
Okay, go now. I had it.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. The minute you go to put your hands on them, they just go. They just go.
Come here, Din-Dins. Well, it's so sadistic, isn't it?
On the rocks, the fishing party are braving the midday heat, determined to get a bite.
Come on, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Look at this fish, guys. Holy shit, we've got a shark here. Fuck, guys, quickly, quickly.
Here he comes, here he comes.
That would feed the entire camp.
Hey, give me a knife, I might fucking jump from here and just stab him.
I don't know where it's gone.
It's shallow water there, I can just fucking jump in and stab him.
It's coming round again.
Where's the knife, seriously?
I haven't got it. Where's the knife?
I'll just jump from my height and stab
I
him.
haven't got a knife, sorry.
How's he going to see that coming?
What is he?
He's dinner, that's what he is.
Guys,
Yes!
we're
Yes.
in.
Oh my god!
We're in.
Yes!
Oh my god, what do I do? Oh, fuck, he's gone. Fuck. Shit.
Oh my god.
The near miss is the last straw for Tom.
Tom, I think we need to go back, darling. Don't make it worse.
Shit.
After an exhausting morning, the islanders return to camp, empty-handed.
How are we doing?
Oh, good news and bad news. We were in the company of turkeys. I had my hands on one, caught it.
You're kidding
What?
me.
Bad news is it got away.
Ah.
I just wanted everyone to have dinner, and I'm so bitterly disappointed that I've come home empty-handed, especially for Tom.
It's fucking repulsive. Why you never go into a restaurant? Oh, the fucking limpets.
All the group have for lunch is a leftover bait.
Sadly, only 3 calories each, I think, roughly.
Is that helping at all?
It's not really, it's just not enough. Like, I've never felt this low. But I can't just sit around and not help.
He needs food.
I literally just can't even move, like. Shit. Oh my god.
Fucking hell, Tom.
Tom,
With me?
Yeah.
Do you want to sit down? Yeah. Just sit down.
Too weak even to stand up, Tom is confined to camp by Dr. Dawn until the group can revive him with a decent meal.
He's just so drained. I mean, literally can't move. He's like this big monster that just wants to help, but his body says no.
Let's do it, guys, come on.
We all have a vested interest in feeding him because we don't want to lose him.
While Dawn and Zoe resume the hunt for carbs,
Oh! Lost this. Oh, that's so annoying, that bit.
Lydia and Josie are fishing with improvised rods using the hooks I provided.
I'm so hungry. I've never ever gone in my life more than one day without eating food. I just feel frail.
I can feel the bites, but it's only little ones. For me, image is very important. I know that might sound quite shallow, but I feel happier when I look incredible.
I have no deodorant, no toothpaste. Oh, you're not very good with smells either, are you? That is my thing.
Sometimes people think that a lot of us how we cast, and you know, myself, I'm from really rich families and stuff, but I'm from a very working class family. You know, I'm not afraid to work hard. I want to go on the island with no makeup and no glitz and glam and show them that I can survive.
You've put on loads of weight lately. Maybe this thing's quite good for you so you can lose a bit of weight.
How dare you?
Ah! You okay? What's happened? The whole stuck in my finger.
Shit.
Oh, it's really hurting me. So I think it's gone through my knuckle or something. I don't know how I'm going to get that out.
Do you want to get it out?
Fuck's sake.
Lydia heads back to camp to get help.
Fucking got a fish hook in my finger. Oh my God.
It may not look like an emergency yet, but out in the tropics, even the smallest of injuries can turn life-threatening. And when it's hot and humid, open wounds are almost impossible to heal. And that's why it's vital you act quickly. Once infection sets in, then you're in serious trouble.
We need to get Dawn.
Would you be able to search for her?
Yeah, I'll go find her. I'll be back in a bit, Liz. Dawn! Dawn!
Dr. Dawn's been out in the jungle looking for yucca for the past 2 hours.
Fuck, I'm not built for this. Dawn! 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 Fuck. The fucking turkey. I'll come back for you. You stay there. Stay there, turkey. Okay? So I'm gonna fucking eat you tonight. I need to go get the doctor first, so stay. Fuck. Dawn!
Thought I heard somebody.
It was a voice.
Shout something.
Hello?
Hi, Dawn!
Yes?
Where are you?
Coming downhill.
Yeah. Lydia's got a hook in her finger.
You're joking me. Okay, I'll come back.
The fucking shit thing is, we've just passed 2 fucking turkeys on the way.
You're kidding me.
No.
Okay, where's Lydia? In camp?
In camp.
Okay.
It's like the ugliest finger accessory in the world.
Hold on. Where is she?
She's over there.
Thank God. Oh, here. Dawn. Bless you.
Right, we're not going to pull it out now.
No, 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 no. I won't do anything without telling you.
You have to tell me what you're going to do.
I promise you. Okay.
The fish hook's barb makes it almost impossible to pull out without causing more damage.
Papa to Charlie, over.
Charlie, go ahead, over.
So she's got the barb in the pulp of her finger. I would be happy to push that on through. So I just wonder whether we've got any ice to freeze it.
I think it's probably appropriate to come over, and then we'll take it from there, over.
Thank you. Out.
Fucking disaster.
At Dr. Dawn's request, my safety team bring medical supplies to help extract the hook.
Right, sweetie, you're going to be just fine, all right?
Oh my God, it's pulling.
Well done, you're all right, you're all right.
Oh, stingy.
Stingy? Right then, mate, this is going to hurt.
No, 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 I don't think I'm ready.
Yes, you are, honey.
Oh my God, it's...
It's all right, Bubba. It's all right.
Oh my God, it's
Right, Lydia, it's stuck in there now, and it's not going to come out easily.
Will it be less painful for me if I go to hospital?
But if we card you off to hospital, you'd basically be off the island. If it didn't come out that easily on that attempt, it's going to really, really hurt if I try and do it again, my love. Okay?
Lydia has impaled her finger on a fish hook.
It's not come out on the first attempt easily. It's too embedded.
It's so painful. It's one of the most painful things that ever happened in my life.
If we card you off to hospital, you'd basically be off the
I
island.
don't care.
Right. It's a really fine evening.
Lydia agrees to let medic Mike make one last attempt with local anaesthetic.
I swear, it really is. Tiny, tiny, tiny needle. I think when you become attached to people in places like this where it is so remote, you need the closest thing to your family, and that is your closest friends. Without Lydia, I'm going to be in real trouble.
You'll feel pressure and a weird feeling, but you shouldn't feel pain.
Okay. Okay, mate.
I can feel that a little bit. It's just there, isn't it?
It's all about not leaving a big wound in this environment.
Oh, guys.
Out. It's out. All done.
Thank you. I'm sorry if I was a bad patient.
That scream was insane.
It was horrible.
It was like child labour screaming. Poor thing.
Lydia's able to stay, but the incident has wiped out the whole afternoon's worth of hunting.
Shit. I should have tried to grab one at least, shouldn't I?
And the turkey spotted by cameraman Ali earlier have vanished into the jungle.
Fuck. I told them to stay.
Everyone's so hungry, probably due to my stupidity.
Part of me had actually wanted to cry, but I'm honestly too fucked to even do that. And that's no word of a lie.
You laid a huge log there, Dawn.
I certainly did.
A week in, and the islanders still haven't eaten a single proper meal.
I'd eat poo on a stick right now.
You'd eat poo on a stick?
How's my hair looking?
Fuck your hair, Lydia. Would you eat poo on a stick right now?
I think I would.
That is what little dignity we have left in our lives. Poo on a stick.
I just think everybody will be happier living in a place that feels like home.
People are cleaning. It's making me feel very uneasy. I've got to go and lie down.
Before the group resume their search for food, Dr. Dawn wants everyone to help tidy the camp.
Oh my God, there's no bugs on me!
In the hope it will boost morale.
Are you happy if we put the bedspreads on?
I was going to lie down for a little bit.
You can lie down in your bed, we'll put the others away. Yeah.
I think she's cracked. It's when OCD attacks. And it's great. It's what lazy people like me. You wait for OCD people to crack and do everything. And they'll say, well, if you won't do it, I won't do it. But you know an OCD person will do it in the end. It's brilliant.
Tom was joking about how lazy he is, which isn't ideal for a leader, really. Not when we're in a survival situation.
Sorry, I'm just feeling nauseous. It's really come over me quite badly.
I think Dom's getting on quite a few people's nerves because he does do less than everyone. Sometimes it's a bit stressful when you see him, like, just not taking the initiative.
There really is no such thing as a good, lazy survivor. You just got to get to it and never stop. And this group is going to stand the best chance of thriving if everyone is pulling their weight. Physically, they're deteriorating fast. And if nothing changes, you really are on borrowed time.
Right, please can we go bloody fishing now?
Yes, let's go.
Come on, all the fish have a siesta. They all sod off at midday. They probably do.
Listen, no one's going to fucking die. We'll fucking enjoy it for a bit, because there's nothing worse than just grumbling and getting nothing. If you want to kill yourself, that's great, but not us.
It drives me mental. You know?
Yuck, 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 good yuck. Guys, good yuck. Good yuck. See what she did there? Do you see what she did?
While most of the group head out to find food, Tom's still too weak to hunt.
It's horrible because I've always been like a doer, and I like doing stuff, especially for the sake of the group. But I physically, like, I can't even function. Just can't, there's no energy, nothing.
Mark has recruited Ollie and Zoe to his fishing party.
Come back up a bit. It only takes one big wave and that'll be it. Sorry? I was brought up at the seaside. You know, I know these things. This is not alien to me. Have you had the good news?
You're leaving possibly, no?
No, somebody else has just handed the notes in. In my experience, the only one that can do it properly is me. This looks a mess. I mean, when I was in the hotel business, I always said if I could clone myself, I would just do everything and get rid of all the staff.
But they're idiots, but they're hotel staff, what do you expect?
I've always been the boss.
Join on the end, come on!
I'll be putting in my share. I might not know what I'm doing, but at least I'll be having a go. I think we're failing miserably. You know, I think we're the worst survivors on an island that this island has ever had. The reason we're failing is due to leadership, and we haven't got any.
If we were to go against Dom, would it make our lives harder? And I think it might be.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in an argument with Dom. I think all hell would break loose.
But seriously, we need to energise ourselves because we're not thriving, we're failing. We need a new leader.
Let's try not... I was going to say, let's try not to disturb all the sediment on the bottom.
Oh, it's very... This is my first time.
While the others hunt, leader Dom has opted to stay close to camp to do the daily water run.
I've got half. That's about as much as I can carry. Fuck. I keep saying to myself, don't be lazy. You got to get involved. Don't let other people do it for you. Especially as they've made me leader. I try and set an example. El Presidente siesta time.
Oh, it's just not right.
No, it's not it, is it?
In the jungle, the search for the elusive yucca continues.
Do you know what? I think Tom's got to the stage where he eats his own thumb. I'd love to find a yucca. You know, that's what he needs.
Oh, look at that! No, just peel it. Dickhead. Stupid tree.
Carbohydrate is the most important food for the body, and without it, your energy levels just basically crash. But the good news is these islands are home to the tropics' alternative to the potato, and that's a humble yucca. But with over 1,000 different species of plant life here, it isn't easy to find.
Do you see sweet juicy yuccas on the end of that? No. It's just annoying because of, look, they say, oh, you know, you'll see it when you see it. Look how many trees there are. I've never seen so many trees in my life.
It's late afternoon. After an unsuccessful fishing trip, Mark is the first back to camp.
Dom's gone. Where's Dom? He's not here. Oh. For fuck's sake. Unbelievable.
I've done water already. I'm not being lazy.
Unbelievable. There's no sense of urgency, you know. We're starving to death. You know, we've got somebody like Tom who's about to collapse at any moment. And our industrious president was asleep. Oh. I'm going to maybe launch a military coup. We'll see. Oh.
What's this, guys?
Oh my God, is it yucca?
That does look like yucca.
Oh my God.
After days of searching, Zoe and Dawn think they've finally made a discovery that could turn around the group's fortunes.
Right, give that a pull. Right. That, ladies and gentlemen, is yucca.
Oh my goodness, I knew it. Oh, they're relieved. We brought home the carbs.
What have you got? You got yucca?
A lot of it. But this is just the start of it.
Oh my God!
Buzzing. Today is yucca day. Who knows, maybe the couple of spoonfuls of yucca that we will have will really re-energize us. And I'm really happy for everyone, especially for Tom.
Look at this one, look at this one. It looks like a penis.
With a genital wart.
I know, we've decided it needs to go and see Dawn for embarrassing bodies.
Oh.
After a week on the island,
I'm so excited to taste it.
the group are about to eat their first proper meal.
Is that the best thing you've seen for a little while?
Sure is. Look how everyone's cheered up.
On the verge of tears.
We're going to be carved up.
Leader Dom is given the privilege of trying the first bite.
It's just wood.
Taste that bit.
Fucking wood. This isn't yucca. We've been boiling a tree. Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
That's just literally a piece of wood.
I can't believe it.
I never like to quit at anything, but the thought has certainly crossed my mind. If we don't find food, I don't know what else I can do, to be honest, because it's getting worse and worse.
Fucking hell.
Hey, Tom! You look totally miserable and brooding.
Not now, Peter. I mean it, just not now. Just having a little moment.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry, sorry.
The islanders are reeling from the news that the yucca dinner they'd hoped for is actually inedible tree root.
Even if you boil a shoot, it is edible in the end because it's leather and it will reduce, but wood is fucking wood.
I think what you've developed is a slow-burning wood, so it'll last longer on the fire.
We've made brochettes.
It's a major result.
In the past 7 days, it's fair to say that we've had, on average, a maximum of 200 calories.
I'm struggling so much. I really am struggling.
Fucking hell, Tom. You look beat, son.
Tom, I swear to God.
Hmm?
I swear I'm fucking good. My body is just breaking down hour by hour. But this is just something else.
Worried by Tom's rapid decline, Dr. Dawn decides to find out how much weight he's actually lost, using the scales from her medical kit.
So you are 82 kilos. What was you before?
94.
That's like
12
a stone and a half.
No, it's nearer 2 stone, isn't it? Nearly 2 stone. Oh my God.
2 stone in a week.
Yeah, but no, you can tell. That's nuts. No. I predicted over the fortnight, the girls would lose between half a stone and a stone, and the guys would lose between a stone and a half. And it's so much more brutal than we thought.
I can't believe you've lost 2 stone.
Fuck.
Sorry to interrupt, I'd just like to say a few words. That's all right.
I've decided to leave the island. I set out to finish this, but it's just sadly not going to be the case.
You've been such a great part of the team. I know that you feel over the past couple of days you struggle, but we still loved you being here and we really will miss you.
Thanks, Alice.
Can I just say I think you being a wimp and I actually think you shouldn't. I'm joking.
Papa to Bravo, Papa to Bravo. I would like to leave the island. Over.
Just all gets too. I think I'm just emotional.
While the group reel from Tom's announcement, Mark puts a blame for the lack of food firmly at one man's door.
Unless somebody takes charge soon, then we're going to be in serious trouble. You can't have a lazy leader. You know, you need someone who's going to push people. And we're losing a member, a team player, who, you know, isn't lazy, would be prepared to work hard because he just hasn't eaten the food.
ice safety boat arrives to take Tom off the island.
Hi. Take it easy, man. Love you, man.
See you on the other side.
Thank you.
Stick in there, alright. Keep it up.
Cheers, guys. All the best.
Goodbye, sir.
It's been a pleasure.
He's such a lovely guy. I just wish we could fill his belly with food and keep him here. He's a real loss.
Look, he can barely get on the boat.
Oh, bless him.
Give him a sandwich! Give him a sandwich!
I'm so jealous.
It's the most horrible feeling ever. You just feel that you're worthless in a way. It really was just the toughest thing I've ever done, hands down.
This really is make or break for the group. They've lost 2 people in a week, and there are worrying signs that others are faltering. If they want to stop a mass exodus, they've got to find food and fast.
Something has got to change, otherwise we really are doomed.
Determined to take matters into his own hands, Mark calls an emergency meeting.
Oh, God, here we go.
So I would like to propose that a new person is elected to lead us forward. Well, we're not going to survive this.
Is this a coup?
I would like Dawn to be in charge.
I definitely don't want to be leader. I'm not assertive enough. Hands up anybody who would like to be leader.
Yeah, who'd like to be leader? Okay, this attempted coup has been quashed. There will be no repercussions.
But we're starving to death, and I would rather be led by somebody from the front, a fighter.
You
know?
want to be president. You're gagging to be president.
You're missing the point.
Okay, but you've raised this 3 times now, so if you want to be a leader, absolutely go ahead with it. But if not, let's move on.
Okay, I'll take it on tomorrow morning.
Great. We'll look forward to it. I think Mark will be utterly fucking useless, but what do I know? You know, I haven't run a hotel in Torquay.
I will look for full efficiency from everything, you know, because I'm not going to fail as leader. Oh, they're going to hate me tomorrow.
Next time.
Holy moly, you have been mullered.
People are broken. It's just like watching zombies. It's a group discussion and we all decide what we're going to do. It is.
Not today it isn't. I'm president.
Guys, stop. Both of you, okay?
I said power was going to go to his head. I knew it would.
When you're at the top, the only way is down.
In the wilds of Mongolia, Kieran Jethwa is hunting and preparing extreme food tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And sharp new comedy for Tuesday night. Joe Brand and Alan Davis are slightly jaded social workers. Damned at 10. Here next, Soggy Bottoms, smouldering drama. It's Gogglebox.
Is that out now? It's not out, it's still an ember in there.
What we're going to have to do is just check this stick every few yards. Because I dropped it because the stick broke. Nice guy.
The quicker they can get to the new camp, the better their chances of saving the fire.
And we've got to wait for Zoe, guys. Guys, come on. Go on, Zoe.
How's Zoe? She's very tired. Already? Yeah. Do we think Zoe's going to be able to do this? She'll have to. It's so exhausting when you're already exhausted. You're just going to lie that just for a few minutes. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have one little bit. Oh, snuggling. And then Zoe carries nothing. You know what I mean? I can quite easily say I'm fucking done it. I'm not eating in 5 days. I've had 2 drinks now. Just fucking nothing.
Sorry, I can't fucking sound it.
Absolutely beautiful.
And left to fend for themselves in the wild.
It's the glamour of showbiz.
I've abandoned 10 British celebrities on a remote desert island in the Pacific.
Tastes like piss. Fish piss.
I have OCL, obsessive compulsive laziness.
Marooned in just the clothes they stand up in, and with a handful of basic tools.
I just want to circumcise myself.
Oh my God, Mark! Mark, please do it!
Alone, with 4 camera operators.
Hi, I'm Tom.
They will film everything themselves.
This is Josie Lang.
So I'm desperately trying not to flush my bum to you.
They'll only eat what they can hunt down.
I've got a fish!
Oh my God! And kill.
Now I feel like an explorer.
Oh, that keeps going. This is proper. Sorry, I can't fucking sound it.
Has that gone out?
Yeah, it looks like it has.
While waiting for Zoe, the group have lost one of their embers.
Dawn, you're our last hope at the moment.
You're the only fire left. I sense impending doom.
Go on then, guys!
You're right, Zoe. How are you feeling about cracking on?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
It's now a race against time to save the remaining fire.
Avoid the middle of the gully because it's quite slippy and deep.
The group are more than halfway to their new beach.
I'm dubious about getting all the kit down here. Cheers.
I've done water already. I'm not being lazy.
Unbelievable. There's no sense of urgency, you know. We're starving to death. You know, we've got somebody like Tom who's about to collapse at any moment. And our industrious president was asleep. I'm going to maybe launch a military coup. We'll see.
What's this, guys?
Oh my God, is it yucca? That does look like yucca. Oh my God.
After days of searching, Zoe and Dawn think they've finally made a discovery that could turn around the group's fortunes.
I'd give that a pull. That, ladies and gentlemen, is yucca.
Oh my goodness, it's very important. I know that might sound quite shallow, but I feel happier when I look incredible. I have no deodorant, no toothpaste.
Oh, you're not very good with smells either, are you?
That is my thing. Sometimes people think that a lot of us towery cast, and you know, myself, I'm from really rich families and stuff, but I'm from a very working class family. You know, I'm not afraid to work hard. I want to go on the island with no makeup and no glitz and glam and show them that I can survive.
You've put loads of weight lately. Maybe this thing's quite good for you, so you can lose a bit of weight.
How dare you?
You okay? What's happening? Look, I'm stuck in my finger. Shit.
Just into the fuel. But once those stores of fat are gone, the body then starts to consume its own muscle, and those with the lowest fat reserves are hit the hardest first.
Ready, guys? Let's do it.
Having lost Aston yesterday, the group are determined to find food so they don't lose Tom as well.
Yucca, yucca, yucca. We're coming to get ya.
I've ensured the island has enough water, vegetation, and indigenous animals to keep them alive. But if they want to eat, they've got to find it, catch it, and kill it.
You little bugger.
Yay! I got it.
There's got to be some big crabs around here.
I'm now in fishing mode. I'm a real, quite hardcore fisherman. I may wear pink and stuff, but actually...
Let's try not... I was going to say, let's try not to disturb all the sediment on the bottom.
Oh, sorry. This is my first time.
While the others hunt, leader Dom has opted to stay close to camp to do the daily water run.
I've got half. That's about as much as I can carry. Fuck. I keep saying to myself, don't be lazy. You got to get involved. Don't let other people do it for you. Especially as they've made me leader. I try and set an example. El Presidente siesta time.
Oh, it's just not right.
No, it's not it, is it?
In the jungle, the search for the elusive yucca can...
Dom's gone. Where's Dom? He's not here. Oh. For fuck's sake. Unbelievable.
I've done water already. I'm not being lazy.
Unbelievable. There's no sense of urgency, you know. We're starving to death. You know, we've got somebody like Tom who's about to collapse at any moment. And our industrious president was asleep. Oh. I'm going to maybe launch a military coup. We'll see. Oh.
What's this, guys? Oh my God, is it yucca? That does look like yucca. Oh my God.
Huh? Running my own country now.
They've made fire.
Oh my God!
And discovered a beach with a water source.
It's fresh water. That's fresh water.
But they've yet to relocate there from their temporary camp.
We'll leave first thing tomorrow morning.
Despite the promise of better times ahead,
My throat is cutting up.
the island has pushed pop star Aston to the brink.
I didn't expect it to be this hard.
It is pretty hardcore.
Oh no, it's fully hardcore.
It's the group's 5th morning on the island.
I'm so hungry right now, I could eat Josie's bar. Juicy.
I'd settle for a coconut.
They said 3 gives you diarrhea, doesn't it?
At the moment.
But we're starving to death, and I would rather be led by somebody from the front, a fighter, you know?
want to be president. You're gagging to be president.
You're missing the point.
Okay, but you've raised this 3 times now, so if you want to be a leader, absolutely go ahead with it. But if not, let's move on.
Okay, I'll take it on tomorrow morning.
Great. We'll look forward to it. I think Mark will be utterly fucking useless, but what do I know? You know, I haven't run a hotel in Torquay.
I will look for full efficiency from everything, you know, because I'm not going to fail as leader. Oh, they're going to hate me tomorrow.
Next time.
Holy moly, you have been mullered.
People are broken.
Fuck.
It's just like watching zombies. It's a group discussion and we all decide what we're going
No,
to
it isn't.
do. It is.
Not today it isn't. I'm president.
Guys, stop.
I'm not going to survive this.
Is this a coup?
I would like Dawn to be in charge.
I definitely do want to be leader. I'm not assertive enough. Hands up anybody who would like to be leader.
Yeah, who'd like to be leader? Okay, This attempted coup has been quashed. There will be no repercussions.
But we're starving to death, and I would rather be led by somebody from the front, a fighter. You know?
want to be president. You're gagging to be president.
You're missing the point.
Okay, but you've raised this 3 times now, so if you want to be a leader, absolutely go ahead with it. But if not, let's move on.
Okay, I'll take it on tomorrow morning.
Great. We'll look forward to it. I think Mark will be utterly fucking useless, but what do I know? You know, I haven't run a hotel in Torquay.
I will look for full efficiency from everything, you know, because I'm not going to fail as leader. Oh, they're going to hate me tomorrow.
Next time.
Holy moly, you have been mullered.
People are broken.
Fuck.
It's just like watching zombies. It's a group discussion and we all decide what we're going to do. It is.
Not today it isn't. I'm president.
Guys, stop. Both of you, okay?
I said power was going to go to his head. I knew it would.
When you're at the top, the only way is down.
In the wilds of Mongolia, Kieran Jethwa is hunting and preparing extreme food tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And sharp new comedy for Tuesday night. Joe Brand and Alan Davis are slightly jaded social workers. Damned at 10. Here next, Soggy Bottoms, smouldering drama. It's Gogglebox.